Welcome back, everyone. This week's recipe of the week is being brought to you by Cracker Boy and Cracker Girl Seasonings. Brent Price is doing it right with that kind of seasoning. Everything tastes good with Cracker Boy or Cracker Girl Seasoning. And we have Miss Deborah Flowers in the house, and she made a BLT dip with Cracker Boy seasoning.
I did.
That's amazing. That stuff's good. But I want to tell you something. I got to see the picture before the show. That's a good looking dip.
It's really good. It's real easy too. It does have a pound of bacon in it. So that's a lot of bacon. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's a lot of bacon. So I just cooked the bacon this morning in the oven, and then I laid it out on some paper towels to let it drain. Yeah. And the dip mix is just a cup of sour cream and a cup of mayonnaise. Okay. Then you add a teaspoon of onion powder and a teaspoon of Cracker Boy. Now you could use the Cracker Girl, which is a little bit more spicy, but I personally just prefer the Cracker Boy. You just like it a little milder. And I think it's more versatile. So, and then I diced up some tomatoes. I let the water drain out of those, mixed them all together, and voila. Now, you've got it served with bread, there's crackers. Yeah. You can serve it a lot of different ways. You could actually just, like I've got the fancy lettuce in the bowl. Yes. But you could actually make it even healthy and just do it as a lettuce wrap. Like you could take the fancy lettuce, like a bib lettuce or something, and just put the dip in that and just eat it like a lettuce wrap. I like lettuce wrap. And, but I had made some sourdough bread today, so I put sourdough bread on one side, crackers on the other side, and you could toast the bread. Mine just came out of the oven before we walked out of the house, so I did not toast it. It looks good. And that's sopping bread, y'all. Sourdough bread, it's hard to beat sourdough bread. You can't beat it. No, I don't think you can. No, no. It's really good. This is a really, how long would you think it would take? Well, once your bacon's cooked, I would say the preparation time of assembling is about 5 minutes. That's awesome. But cooking the bacon, I cook my bacon in the oven on a cookie sheet just because there's no mess. There's no splattering. I think this would be a great summertime. But you know, like you got Mother's Day coming up, you got Memorial Day coming up, you got 4th of July, and that's a good dip for anything like that. And if you're outside, there's a trick where you can take a larger bowl and put what needs to stay cold on the inside and then just layer ice around it so it can kind of keep it cold. And generally there's always ice on sites at picnics and things like that. So, and it probably won't stay that long with a pound of bacon in it to need extra ice anyway. No, you get 3 or 4 meat eaters on there, it's pretty much a gone deal. I tell you what, Miss Deborah does an awesome job. Tell us though, what's going on out there at Flowers Garden Center? Well, we've got the garden center's open. It's beautiful. I mean, I would really encourage everyone to come out there and see it. If you've seen it before and you haven't been there this year, you really need to come back. It's a totally new experience. It really is. It is. We had a big thing this past Saturday. We had just tons of people were there. It was a great day. The weather was perfect, and we've got Jim went to Florida a couple weeks ago, so we got all kinds of tropical, so you can get your patios and pools all decorated with palms and flowering hibiscus. Deborah, I want to ask a question of you. We've never asked this question, but I've always told people to check them out at 4550 Edens Creek Road. But Deborah, you guys not only just sell the products and the plants and the food and all that, y'all actually have experienced people that work there that can tell you how to maintain that flower. We do. We have good workers that are there, and we encourage people, like if you've got questions about where you're going to plant something, bring a picture. It doesn't have to be anything real fancy, and it can be just a drawing on a napkin or something. Just giving you an idea of, and what time it gets sun. Does it get sun in the mornings, afternoons, all day long? Right. That kind of thing. And how much maintenance you're willing to put in. Do you want to really take care of it? Or, I mean, plants are beautiful, but they do require some work. Well, I know several people that say, you know, I want a beautiful yard, but I don't want to work it every day. And they need to let y'all know that.
Or,
but to
hey,
have a beautiful
I love my
yard,
garden.
you're going to have
That's
to
my
do
favorite
some.
time of the day. I like to work in my garden.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then let's give them some stuff. So I wanted everybody to know, we don't ever say much of that, but we want you to know that all the folks over there at Flowers Garden Center are eager to help you and eager to make sure that you get what you want, not just settle for something. Get what you want and what you're willing to put in the time for. And I promise you, anybody that does that, you're going to have a beautiful yard, whether you got a low maintenance yard or a high maintenance yard. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah,
period.
and I feel like that with our business that we really do try to be honest with people because, I mean, the overall outcome is a reflection on us.
That's right.
So we want their yard to be successful and we want their plants to look pretty.
Because they're going to keep coming back to you
well,
when they do.
and you know, we want their neighbor to like them
That's
too.
exactly.
You know?
Where'd you get that?
That's right.
That's what you want.
So, but it's really beautiful. But I would really encourage people to come out there and see
and
this
bring
space.
pictures and sketches. That'd be great. So going out there, 4550 Eatons Creek Road, I promise you will not regret it. You'll love them just like I do. Thank you, Miss Deborah, for
You're
the
welcome.
recipe. I can't wait for the show to end so we can try it out, guys. Hey, I've got two great guys. I've got Peyton Massey, Jason Bowers. Both of them are in the kind of the Blood Trailing Network. That's what Jason does, is what Peyton advertises and puts out there for you to do. How can they get a hold of you? I mean, tell us how we can check them out, because they need to be, what do you call it, favorites or whatever. They need to make you a favorite before deer season.
Right, definitely. The way a hunter can get in hold with either me or a handler and dog team is all on the roster that's on our Facebook page, the Tennessee Blood Trailing Network Facebook page.
Okay.
And my number's on there as a handler. I'm in out of Williamson County. Okay. And then everybody else is on there by county, and that's
all right.
As long as you can get to our Facebook page, you can find a handler or me.
Tennessee Blood Trailing Network.
Yes,
that's
sir.
the Facebook page. How can you get a hold of you right quick? I got to.
My Facebook page is Top Shot K9, or also www.topshotk9.com.
Okay, we're going to get another extra chance to talk about that. Hey, let me tell you about our contest tonight. We have got 2 bags of minerals, and this is the Deer 30 minerals. Now, let me tell you something. Put it out now, because they're already starting antler growth. I mean, guys, come on. They need this. So be the 5th caller here, 737-7767. We'll help you get started with some of that antler growth that your animals need. Be right back with more Southern Woods Waters.